So dear students, good morning to all of you. Now we are going to discuss about different parts of horizontal axis wind turbine. Before that, I would like to give you a brief report what we have discussed in the last class. So we have started what are the different types of wind turbines. Okay, you have horizontal axis wind turbine, vertical axis wind turbine. So horizontal axis wind turbine are one in which the wind flow is parallel to rotor rotation. Okay, and vertical axis wind turbines are one in which the wind flow is the rotor rotation is vertical to the wind flow. Okay, since the rotor rotation is vertical to the wind flow, you can say that this type of turbines as vertical axis wind turbine, VAWT, HAWT. Already we have started horizontal axis wind turbine. Okay, this will be the middle one is the horizontal axis wind turbine. Already we have seen. Okay, so in the horizontal axis wind turbine. Okay, so mostly these are the commercially used wind turbines. Commercially used wind turbines are the horizontal axis wind turbine. So most of the cases till now we have horizontal axis wind turbines. Mostly horizontal axis wind turbines. Okay, this is the diagram already we have seen. Different parts. All the equipments. Okay, the place we will place all the equipments of. Okay, so the turbine are nacelle, which will be called as nacelle. Okay, you can observe in this particular diagram. Okay, so this is the place. So this is the nacelle where we will place all the equipments. Okay, so this is the nacelle. Okay, this is the generator and switchgear and equipment, electrical control, and we have a gearbox here to step up the speed of the generator. Gearbox will be used irrespective of what the speed coming. Okay, it is used to step up the speed that is suitable to the generator. A gearbox will be used and a rotor brake will be used, and we will have rotor blades. Okay, and we will have air control mechanism and blade pitch control mechanism also there. Different parts you can observe here. Okay, finally from the generator a connection is given to the grid. Okay, the generated power will be given to the grid. This will be the diagram of a horizontal axis wind turbine. Okay, here you can see that the rotor is like this, and wind may blow. Okay, this side to this side. Okay, means you can say so the rotor rotation is parallel to the speed of the wind. Okay, so the nacelle is placed on the top of a tower that you can observe here. That we have already seen. Okay, so what are the different components of HAWT? Turbine blades, hopper nacelle, upstream and downstream machines, air control mechanism, and finally pitch control mechanism. These are the different components that we have already seen. Okay, turbine blades, generally which are made up of fiber or glass or wood. Fiber or glass or wood we will use. Okay, airfoil type of construction, and the blades are slightly twisted from the outer tip to receive maximum force from the wind. The diameter of the typical megawatt range modern rotors may be of the order of 100 mm to 100 meters. Okay, we have modern wind turbines may have 2 or 3 types. Okay, so here we have a 2 or 3 type of blade constructions are there, whereas 3 type. Okay, 2 type blade construction is simple, but unbalanced forces will be developed, whereas 3 type balanced forces will be developed and rotor will be rotated balancedly, and we have a so some quality output compared to here, high output compared to here. Okay, so but the construction is somewhat difficult, where the construction is simple in the case of a two blade structure. So here horizontal axis wind turbine. Okay, so the working the shape will be same as that of similar to the propellers that are used in the old aeroplanes. However, the rotor RPM in case of wind turbine is very low when compared to propeller. Okay, the speed is low, but they are same as that of the aeroplanes. Okay, so different relative merits and demerits we have seen already. So next, coming to what is mean by hub? What is mean by hub? This part you can call as a hub. This part you can call as hub, where you will connect the blades, where you will connect the turbine blades. Okay, this part you can call as a hub. Okay, the intersection point, the common point of central solid portion of the rotor wheel known as a hub. All the blades are attached to the hub. The mechanism for pitch angle control is also provided in the hub. The mechanism for pitch angle control is also provided in the hub. The central solid portion of the rotor wheel known as a hub. All the blades are attached to the hub. The mechanism for pitch control is also provided in the hub. Okay. So whether it is a 2 blades or 3 blades are connected, the central solid portion of all the blades will be the hub. Okay. So and also the pitch control mechanism also provided. The pitch control, the blades slightly tilted in order to receive the maximum amount of the force from the which is called as a pitch control. Okay. From its root, blade is continuously changed, which is called as a pitch control mechanism. What do you mean by nacelle? షరీఫ్ చెప్పండి వీడియో లెక్చర్ చెప్పండి నా సీట్ పెట్టి ఆ సీట్ పెట్టి ఇప్పుడు లేదా రిజిస్ట్రేషన్కి వచ్చి పంపించారు కదా పెడతాను నేను ఇది అయిపోగానే క్లాస్ని So that is hub. Coming to the nacelle. So this is the nacelle. This is called as nacelle, where all the important components like gearbox, generator, and electrical control mechanism, and all these things, important things will be placed, rotor brake, and all these important things where they are housed. That total part can be called as a nacelle. That total part you can call as a nacelle. The meaning of term nacelle is called as housing. The meaning of nacelle is called as housing. Okay, means all the important components of wind turbine is placed inside. Okay, so nacelle. So your housing. Okay, so nacelle means housing. The rotor is attached to the nacelle and mounted at the top of the tower. Okay, so the rotor or a rotor shaft, it is attached in the nacelle and placed on the top of the to the rotor. You will connect all the things. Okay, all the components you will connect. Okay, like brakes, gearbox, generator, electrical switchgear and control. All these things will be inside the nacelle, and rotor shaft also placed. Okay, which is connected to the hub. The rotor shaft is connected to the hub. Okay, brake mechanism, gearbox mechanism, generator, rotor, shaft will be connected, which is placed inside a nacelle, and the nacelle is placed on the top of the tower. Brakes are used to stop the windmill when power generation is not required, and also for maintenance purpose. Okay, so since same shaft we are using, if you want to stop the power generation, brakes will be applied on the shaft such that power generation will be stopped. So very low wind is coming. Then low quality power will come. You have to stop it. Or for maintenance purpose, you need to stop it. If you want to stop, brakes will be applied. Shaft will be So movement of shaft will be stopped, such that power generation will become zero. Likewise, for maintenance purpose, in a low quality power, if it is coming, if you want to stop, you can stop. Likewise, so brake is the gearbox. Inside we are also using a gearbox. Gearbox is used for the purpose of stepping up the speed of the shaft, rotor shaft. So already you know the wind speed is uncertain. Sometimes you will get a strong winds and sometimes you will get a weak winds. Okay, if you want to have, okay, so speed of rotation, okay, uncertain speed wind speed you are getting, so generally the shaft speed will be uncertain. Okay, but the generator what we are using here will allow only 10% speed variation. If you use a synchronous generator, no variation in speed is allowed. But here a specially designed double effect induction generator we are using, it can allow 10% speed variation. Okay, so always whatever the input speed it may be, the gearbox will step up the speed to the range or suitable range of a generator. That is the gearbox mechanism advantage. Next, so protection and control functions are provided by switchgear and control box. Okay, so here for the purpose of controlling generator controlling and all these things, switchgear protection, which contains mainly isolator, fuses, circuit breakers, relays, all these combinations. So already you know that isolator under light load or no load conditions, to break the circuit will go with the isolator. Circuit breaker is one which can automatically make or break the circuit whenever it is required. Whenever for maintenance purpose, whenever a fault is there, circuit breaker will give signal to the relay. Okay, relay is one actually opens the circuit, and protect the remaining part of the system from the fault condition. Okay, most of the cases circuit breaker and relay combination will be used for the protection. And finally we will have the generated power will be given to the grid through a cable. So next one will be upstream and downstream machines. Upstream and downstream machines that you can observe here. Okay, so this is let us say the tower. This is the front side of the tower, let us consider, and this will be the back side of the tower, let us say front side and back side. So if the fan structure is in the front side and if the wind is blowing like this, okay, if the wind is blowing in the front of, okay, so this tower, front of tower, okay, let us say this is a fan structure. This is just like a fan structure. If the wind blow is in front of, fan structure, those are called as a upwind machines. If the wind, okay, here you will have two types I have represented. Two types of upwind machines I have shown here. One is yaw control mechanism, another one will be, so here passive yaw control mechanism. The tail vane is there, manually we have to rotate. Next one will be upwind with yaw to yaw control. Upwind with yaw to yaw control. Okay, so here it will be rotated. Upwind with yaw to yaw control. Okay, here a sensor, speed sensor will be used. Okay, so based upon the wind condition, automatically it will rotate the head. Okay, here upwind machines. Okay, with the tail vane. Here upwind machines with yaw to yaw control. Okay, so here you can see downwind with free yaw. Okay. So here, downwind means, here it is the front side. If the wind strikes at the back of the fan, that you can call as a downwind machines, or you can say that, if the wind is coming like this and total head or nacelle is after the if it is before, if the head is before the or front side, that is called as upwind. If the head is afterwards, that can be called as a afterwards the tower, that can be called as downwind. If the head is before, if the head is after, or otherwise with respect to wind speed also we can say that. If the wind speed strikes the front side of the fan, straight away you can say that upwind machines. If the wind speed strikes in the back side, that you can call as a downwind machine with free yaw. Here you can have a passive yaw control and you will have a yaw to yaw control. With the help of a wind sensor. Wind sensor always senses the direction of the wind and orients the So yaw, it can be called as a yaw. Orients yaw always in the direction of wind. That is upstream and downstream machines. if the wind is blowing in the front side, or okay, nacelle is connected front side of the tower, that can be called the upwind machines, and nacelle is connected after the tower, that you can call as a downwind machines. Or if the wind blows in the front side of the nacelle, or front side of the fan, you can say that will be upwind machines, and this will be the low wind machines. Like this you can define. Yaw control mechanism. Okay. So yaw or nacelle, you can say that. This will be yaw or nacelle, you can say that. Okay. Yaw can be manually controlled, that as a passive yaw control, and it can be automatically controlled with the help of a wind direction sensor. If it is automatically controlled with the help of a wind direction sensor, that will be called as a yaw to yaw control. That is a passive yaw control. This is passive yaw control. Manually it is head is moving with respect to the wind speed, and this will be called as a yaw to yaw control. Since so continuously sensor will sense the wind, and continuously it will be rotated. Next one will be yaw control mechanism. The mechanism to adjust the nacelle around the vertical axis. Okay, so like this. So with respect to wind blow, continuously the nacelle will be moved, which is called as yaw control mechanism. The mechanism to adjust the nacelle around the vertical axis to keep it facing the wind is provided at the base of nacelle. Okay, so here yaw control mechanism is placed at the starting point of nacelle, and which will continuously rotate the nacelle throughout. Okay, with respect to the tower, it will continuously rotate the nacelle based on the wind direction. The yaw control mechanism is continuously, very important point, continuously orients the rotor in the direction of wind. The yaw control mechanism continuously orients the rotor in the direction of the wind. That you can say. Okay. In some locations, wind will be blows only in one direction. Okay. Most of the in some locations, let us say always. Okay. So wind will blow from one direction to another direction. Okay. So in the single direction, wind will flow. In that cases, what we can do? Okay. In that particular cases, so yaw will be fixedly faced to one direction. Okay, it will be placed in one direction only. Okay, so the nacelle is fixed to one direction. Okay, yaw nacelle you can say in one direction. So it is called as yaw fixed. Okay, and most of the cases. Okay, so in a large modern wind power plants. Okay, so yaw control is provided. Yaw control continuously moves the nacelle and orients the nacelle in the direction of the wind. Okay, so which is called as a yaw-yaw mechanism. Mostly yaw-yaw mechanism will be provided. Okay, most of the case we should not fix the nacelle, and nacelle has to be moved according to the direction of the wind. Okay, like that we have a yaw control mechanism. Next, pitch control mechanism. Okay. So what is mean by pitch control mechanism? Okay, what we are saying, fans will be connected to the hub. Okay, so if the wind direction is like this, okay, if the most of the blade is oriented to wind direction, most force will be applied on the surface of the blade, such that from the root of the blade, it will be continuous. It can able to rotate like this. The surface will be rotated like this, based on the wind condition, which is called as from the root of the blade, the surface of the blade can be controlled, which is called as a pitch control mechanism. You can observe here. The pitch of a blade is controlled by rotating it from the root, where it is connected to the hub, as shown in the below figure, that you can observe here. Yaw control mechanism, that you can. So that I will show you. So the pitch control mechanism is provided through the hub using a hydraulic jack. A hydraulic jack is used in the nacelle. The control system continuously adjusts the pitch to obtain optimal performance. Continuously to get the maximum amount of force from the wind. Okay, the blade is continuously, the surface of the blade will be continuously adjusted. In modern machines, pitch control is incorporated by controlling only the outer 20% length of the blade, keeping the remaining part fixed. Keeping the remaining part fixed. Types of rotors. Types of rotors. Depending on the number of blades, wind speed and nature of application, rotors have been developed in various types of shapes and size. Okay, so you will have different types of rotors, different types of horizontal axis wind turbines, which are based on wind speed and nature of applications. Okay, so rotors have been developed in various types of shapes and sizes based on requirement. Okay, the shapes of rotors shown in A to E are relatively high speed ones, suitable for applications such as electrical power generation. You can observe here. A to E. These are high speed ones which are suitable for high speed applications and high power you can able to generate like power generation. Okay, large horizontal axis wind turbines have been manufactured with 2 and 3 blades. Okay, so you can observe here single blade rotor, 2 blade rotor, 3 blade rotor, sail wing rotor, and Chack multi-blade rotor like this. Okay, many number of rotors are available. So these are high-speed rotors which can be used for a power generation. Whereas American multi-bladed rotor, Dutch type rotor. Okay, these both rotors can be used for slow operation. Okay, they are slowly run and for water lifting and you can have water lifting applications which require high torque. They can capture power even from very slow winds. These two, even they can able to capture the power from very slow winds. Okay, so thank you very much. ఇది ఆపేసి ముందు ఆల్రెడీ 25 నిమిషాలు మనం పెట్టుకుంది ఏదాబాలి చూడండి అది